Okay, we are going to see now how we add and subtract, addition and subtraction of mixed fractions. So this is where we ended in the last lesson. In your groups, I think we finished because we have been seeing how we do this in our groups. Now, with that, now we are going to see what happens and also we handle multiplication and addition of fractions. Still with one that work here. So now, I'm going to show you two methods as I did on addition. So the first one is to convert mixed fraction. The moment you have mixed, one of the methods we have to convert to improper fractions. So we saw how to convert improper fractions. So this would be 4 times 3, that's 12, plus 5 to get 15, the whole over 4. Then minus 3 times 1, 3, plus 2, that is 5 over 3. And I think you know what will happen here. Say when you reach here, you either get the LCM or you cross multiply up and down. So you say 15 times 3, then minus 5 times 4, the whole over 4 times 3. That's what we did. And then you saw that this one is going to give us, when you simplify here, you have 45 minus 20, the whole over 12, which is going to be, this one you can simplify it too. When you subtract here, you have 25 over 12, and you can every simplify this to 2. Or number 12 goes in 25, 2 times, the remainder is 1 over 12, and that will be our answer. So that happens when you use that. Let us see the alternative. Alternatively, you have 3 over 4 minus 1, 2 over 3. You say this is the same as this one. The same as 3 plus 3 over 4. Now in there, you have this is the same as 1 plus 2 over 3. Now when you have a difference, or when you are subtracting those mixed fractions, you always create brackets. You always create brackets so that you don't miss out on the signs. So this is going to be now 3, now plus 3 over 4, then minus 1, minus this minus, then minus 2 over 3. Then you combine all numbers and then fractions alone. So this will be now 3 minus 1, then plus, we have 3 over 4. Then when I bring this, I get this, and I combine this and this 2 over 3. So you see this will give us now, this one will be adding 2, then plus here. Can you simplify now this one here? You say because by this times this, we get 9 minus 8 the whole over. This time this we get 12. So if I decide to do it here, this will be adding 2, then plus 9 minus 8, we get 1 over 12. And so that when we add this and this, we get 2, 1 over 12. It is so. It's up to you. Either use this or this one. But this one, in one step, you can see, you say 3 minus 1. Then this will be plus, then you subtract off this, and then use this step, and then you will also have done that in less than, in a few steps possible. So that's how we handle. Those are the two alternatives, how you can also handle that. Let us see now multiplication and division of fractions. So if we have this times this, that one we saw it, it's very easy. This is 3, it goes there. So you said it's the same as a third times 9 by this 1 by this 3. As long as you are multiplying, you are free to reduce the numbers which are reducible. So we shall be having now 1 times 3, which is 3, and there you are done. So this one we have a third times 6 over 5. You see that this one, 1 by this 2. 2 times 1 we get 2, 1 times 5 we get 5, and there goes also to do. Now in multiplication, they are very easy. Okay, this one we have 2 over 3 times 9 over 4. Are there numbers reduced? Yes, by this 1, by this 2. Is there any other number? Which one? 3 into what? This one, then this 3. Okay, so this will be 3 times 1. Okay, over 2 times 1, 2, which you can easily give as, when you get 3 divide 2 goes into 3 how many times? Yes, 1, then remember over 2, as simple as that. Okay, now we start. This one is dealing with improper, mixed. So what we do first, convert to improper. So this is going to be, say you get 2 times 8, then plus 3, the whole over 8, but we are multiplying with 2. So this will be 16 plus 3, which will give us 19 over 8 times 2. By this one, by this 4. And so our answer is going to be 19 over 4, which you can also reduce. 4 goes in 19, and then you simplify that. Now here we have all of them as improper fractions. So we first convert this times this plus 1 over 7. Now we are multiplying with 4 times 5 plus 1, 21. The whole over the denominator. Now with that, can you reduce what and what? By this 1, by this 3, by this 4 goes there, and then here 2. So remaining with 3. 2 times 3, because 1 times 1 is 1, which is giving us a 6. You see? Very easy. Okay, let us see what happens if we are dividing. So note, if we have A divided by A over B divided by C over D, if we are dividing with a fraction, we can easily get a reciprocal. This is what we call flipping, but in the mathematical language, easy, we get a reciprocal. Reciprocal means what is down, you take it up, and what is up, you take it down. So we reverse it. It's like we are reversing that fraction. What is up comes down, and what's down goes up. So you see now D gets up and C gets down. But when you do that, then the division gets into, turns now into a multiplication sign, as you can see there. So when you have this, then you convert it to multiplication sign, then you get this one gets here and this one comes here. So when you know that, the rest are going to be easier. So now we have this. You can see that this one is the same one, 6. It's their fraction. This one is okay. The one in the left is what we get. But see, this one is the same as 3 over 1. A number without a denominator is having its denominator as 1. Can you apply this? It's the same one, 6 over 5. Then if this one gets to the times, this goes up and this comes. Okay, 1 over 3. Can you reduce now? By this one here, 2. 2 times 1, we get 2. 5 times 1, we get 5. And so we are through. Like that. Okay, this is 4 over 9. What's going to happen to this? Into what? Then after, does this remain the same? What happens to it? Okay, so this one I'm not right. Over. Okay, as simple as that. So are there some things that are not reduced? Okay, by this one, by this 2, this one goes here 3 times. So then we have 2 times 1, 2, 3 times, which is 3, and that will be our answer there with it is. Okay, now we come to this. This is the improper. what do we do first? To what? From mixed to improper. So this will be now plus to give us 9. 4 times 2 plus 1 over the denominator, which is 4. Divide by 5 times 1 plus, which is 6 over 5. Because when you said 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1, which is 6. And then now we have our usual thing there. What is going to happen? Say here is makes 9 over 4. Then times, if I get times, correct times, what happens to the right? This one on the right of the division sign. What? 2, 5 over 6. Okay. Is there any number that can do this? Okay. By 3. By 3. 3, right? So here we have now 3 times this. We have 15. Then 4 times 2, we have 8. In simple terms, this is what we are having. 3 now times 5 over 4 times 2. That's where we have that. And then you can simply give this 2. 8 goes here once. What's the remainder? The remainder, just get this and subtract. The remainder is 7 over 8. Very close. As simple as that. Okay, let us handle this and then I give you what to try. I'm going to leave it there, then you will complete. Okay, they are mixed. The first step is to convert them to improper. How? 5 times, then plus 1. We get now 16 over 5. Divide by plus to get over 3. As simple as that. What happens now to this? We get what now? So this one will be now 16 over 5, then times. When you write time, the multiplication sign, what happens to this? As 3 over 8. Can you reduce? Okay, this and this, right? 8 goes here. What about here? 2. So what are we having? We have now 2 times 3, the whole over 5 times 1, which is going to give us 2 times 3, 5. 2 times 3 is 5. By the way, those are common mistakes from mathematicians when the brain is working at a very high rate. Anyway, you have to be careful. 2 times 3, we get 6 over 5 times 1, 5. This is the same as 5 goes in 6 how many times? 1. How do you get the remainder? You get this minus this, which will be 1 over 5. If you are getting this, if it's just going there once, it's going there 2, you get 2 times this, then the answer you get you subtract from the numerator. That's how you do it. If you just do 1, then you just get this minus the numerator. But if it's 2, you get 2 times this, then you subtract from the numerator. That's how you get the remainder. And then that will be our answer. So, in your groups now you are going to finish that work I gave you. Then also try some few examples from the learner's guide there. That's it, and then you correct. Now you form your own notes using those examples in your learner's guides, and then you send and you see what happens. The groups will let us correct the first work we did.